I get asked all the time, what's the most common mistake you see people make in the gym? And the answer probably isn't what you'd expect. This incredibly common mistake actually has nothing to do with the way people are working out. It's actually the goals that people set for themselves and the expectations they put on themselves around these goals. Hypothetically, let's say you want to lose 30 pounds and you're giving yourself 2 weeks to do it. That's a really, really poor goal. It's just never gonna happen. No matter what you do, it's not gonna happen. But because you made this goal, you inevitably put these expectations on yourself. When you don't meet this goal and you don't match your expectations, you're going to feel defeated. You're going to feel like you don't have what it takes or that you failed. And then you're probably gonna quit. This is actually why most people quit. It's not because it's hard. It's not because of the time commitment. It's because people don't see changes. We live in a society of instant gratification, right? We order something online, it's at our doorstep the next day. Weight loss or muscle gain, any sort of like fitness transformation, it's not an instant gratification thing. It can take years to transform your body from where you are to where you want to be. It just depends on the severity of the transformation, right? It depends on how far you have to go. So when you're making these goals, when you're setting these expectations for yourself, you need to have a realistic idea of how long something's going to take so that you don't feel defeated when you don't see the results in 2 weeks or a month. It's also really important to know yourself when you're making these goals and expectations. Are you someone that lacks discipline? Are you someone that's gonna need someone kind of like riding your ass? Because if that's the case, you may need a trainer. Or are you someone that's incredibly self-disciplined? Are you able to wake up a little bit earlier to get a workout in before you go to work? Are you someone that's able to spend the time over the weekend meal prepping for the week? I mean, I'm not saying that those are things that you absolutely have to do, but those are the kind of things that you need to know you're capable of. And to me, it's incredibly frustrating, and it kind of bums me out because I see these people come into the gym of any age, whether they're kids, whether they're adults. You see them come in and they have so much enthusiasm and so much vigor, but then a couple weeks go by and they come less and less and less, and then all of a sudden they're not here at all. And I have people reach out to me regularly and say, hey, I have this beach trip coming up in 2 weeks. I'm looking to get toned. Can we work together? And I'll have to say no, because then you're putting these unrealistic expectations on me, your coach, and you're gonna blame me. I can't handle that. If you've been doing this for any amount of time, you know I'm probably not talking to you. I am talking to the people that are fresh and new to the gym, but it's a nice reminder for everyone because we all go through phases where we wanna change something. If I had seen somebody talk about this when I was 17, I would have breathed a huge sigh of relief. Because when I first started, I didn't see results. I didn't even have like newbie gains. We are always the last person to notice changes in ourselves, and that's also something that you need to keep in your back pocket. We are gonna be the last one satisfied with the progress that we've made. So if you are someone who is frustrated with the progress that you're making, and you feel like you're not seeing what you expected, take a step back, look at your goal. Was it a realistic goal? Is it achievable? Or do you need to give yourself a little bit more grace and say, okay, maybe this wasn't enough time to accomplish what I set out to accomplish. Maybe I need to extend the goal a little bit. Maybe I need to release some of these expectations that I put on myself. Changing your body, literally forcing your body to change, can be a really frustrating process, and it can take a really long time. And I promise you, one of the smartest things you can do is set realistic goals. Put realistic expectations on yourself. Then you're not disappointing yourself. And if you're putting in the work, take a breath, the results will come.